All right, we're back. Another CarCast. This time we have a camera.
Yeah, high tech.
Yeah.
That dude has a man bun. But anyway,
Yeah, so
nothing against it.
we got a camera. We're trying this out. It's a pretty janky setup, but hey.
What are you talking about? That's a brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max, right?
No.
No.
Yeah. Been a little bit. We were going to go watch Joker 2, and then the day we were going to do it, Tyler messaged me, and he goes, I don't think I'm ready to sit through a 2 hour and 18-minute long musical about the Joker.
And what other option did you give me?
So he goes, why don't we go tomorrow? We were going to go see it on Thursday. He goes, why don't we go tomorrow and see Terrifier 3 that just came out?
Okay, so it was my idea.
It was your idea, yeah.
I apologize.
We did an episode on Terrifier 2 when that came out. If you remember, none of us liked it. It was 2 hours and 45 minutes long, and it was just a bunch of shit. Tyler's never seen the first one. I've seen it. I don't think I did. I might have done an episode for it, actually. But I'm not a big fan of the first one either. It's probably my favorite, though, just because it's an hour and 30 minutes. I looked it up while we were watching Terrifier 3, by the way, to make sure. But now, because they're real successful and everyone seems to like them except for me and Tyler, they're on Terrifier 3. And we just watched it.
Riveting.
How do you like it, Tyler?
I mean, it had the depth of Scorsese and, like, the special effects of, what's that guy's name?
Tom Savini?
No, the guy who... made
Cronenberg?
Cronenberg, there you go. You knew where I was going.
Yeah.
It was magnificent. I give it out of 10. Like, if I was forced to rate a masterpiece, right, I will give it a 2.
Oh.
Yeah. It was the worst shit I've ever seen. There's 2 movies that get played during the no spoiler, but it was 2 movies. One was a fucking Sunday night family drama.
Uh-huh.
Because Aunt Becky's crazy.
Yeah.
And then the other one was just a gore fest. And the gore fest was cool, but the problem with gory stuff is they always have to outdo what they did before. And ever since he split that chick in half,
yeah,
they keep trying to raise the ante. And
well, I don't think my problem is necessarily having to outdo yourself. I think my problem is, I had this complaint with In a Violent Nature when we were supposed to do an episode on that, is that there's a kill later on that should be really cool, and then it goes on forever. Like, they make it last way too long, to the point that by the end of it, I'm like, I don't even care anymore. That's what this franchise has turned into, is it's no longer about, hey, let's get a cool kill, which I guess it still kind of is, but now it's like, how long and how drawn out and how much torture can we inflict on someone without killing them? And so that, like, my favorite kill in this movie, I think only lasts a couple of seconds. And I was like, that's what every kill should be. Like, there's no reason to make it these 5-minute long scenes that to go on forever and ever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I concur.
Yeah.
It's really weird, and I noticed this throughout the whole movie. Slight spoiler warning, but it's gore, so it is what it is.
Uh-huh.
Cut off a lot of arms and fingers. Is that like a thing that I don't know about? Is that like a weird, like, gore thing where, like, people like seeing appendages?
Maybe it's just really easy to make fake looking arms and shit to cut off.
Because the amount of fingers and arms that get cut off, and legs, like...
Fingers, and there was a lot of, like, partial scalpings in this movie.
Yeah.
To then just full-on scalpings. Like, a lot of face peel-related stuff.
And I gotta say something that might be controversial.
Okay, go ahead. Controversial.
A hot take.
Uh-huh.
I'm tired of art. Like, I've seen all his facial expressions. I've seen all the things. To me, this is just borderline fucking mimery at this point.
People
well, it is.
Honking at people.
He is a mime? A meme? What?
Meme.
What's the fucking past tense of mime?
I think it's just mime.
Miming?
Yeah.
Like, and it's cool. Like, you get it in the first one. There's a couple scenes where he shows, like, changing of emotions.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, that's cool. But, like, we've seen it all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this one, I mean, he has a little companion, and I feel like they were only there just to give you dialogue and story that they couldn't do with art because he's silent. So they were like, we got to come up with someone who can, give you what's happening.
But anyway, spoiler warnings.
Let's
spoil some shit.
Well, yeah, I did not like the movie either. I will say I liked it better than Terrifier 2. And I think that just happens to do with the fact that Terrifier 2 was nearly 3 hours. Imagine when this movie ended, Tyler, we would have still had another 40 minutes if we were watching Terrifier 2. There was Cinemark, the theater we go to, was having a Terrifier 2, Terrifier 3 double feature. It was 4 hours and 48 minutes. And I was like, you're fucking crazy if you're going to sit through that.
So Tom has a gaming channel also, which I'm sure he links in everything.
It's always linked.
Once upon a time, we played a game called Dead Island 4. Or no, Dead Island.
Just Dead Island.
And I shit on it the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
And I never gave it a good chance.
Yeah.
And I absolutely fucking hated it.
Yeah.
Did not have fun. Did not play well with others. So on and so forth.
There was one portion where you just sat in the back of a truck while me and Mav drove to objectives, and you were just talking to the chat. You were streaming at the time.
But anyways, I felt like this movie was my Dead Island.
Oh yeah,
that's a fucking sidewalk, dude.
That is.
Sorry guys.
Someone was just driving on the sidewalk.
15 minutes into this movie, I was on my phone.
Yeah, Tyler, it cuts to black at one point, and this is like 15 minutes in, and Tyler lets out the biggest.
I must have said "fuck me" like 3 times.
Yeah, you were on you checked your phone about 6 times in the 20 minutes, the first 20 minutes. Yeah, I feel like I told you as we were coming, like, I want to like these movies. Like, I'm never going in like, oh, I'm going to fucking hate this. Even though in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to like this, But yeah, I felt like you definitely went in like, this is going to fucking suck. And so from the very beginning, it was like, but I did agree with you because I went in wanting to like it and I didn't like it.
I was hoping it'd prove me wrong. Like, I'm the type of guy who doesn't talk during the movies. I'll do like little whispers or something. That guy's going on the wrong side of the fucking street. What is going on? But
dude,
anyways,
I'm getting in the other lane.
I'm the type of guy who never talks during movies. Usually if I want to tell Tom something, I'll send him a text even though he's right fucking next to me. And he's like, that's the chick from Guardians. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Anyway, 10 minutes into this movie, I was like, man, I might fucking leave. If I'm not here when this movie's done, just look for me at the bar.
Yeah.
Hey. But yeah, the art stuff's cool. The rest of the movie, not so much. Again, same problem. Oh my god, this road.
Yeah, they haven't paved it yet.
With podcast.
No, not at all.
That being said, the art scenes are cool, but all these movies could have been an hour less, right?
Dude, if this movie's an hour 30, I'm probably rocking with it. Well, maybe not rocking with it, but I'm definitely leaving kind of on a positive note. The first hour, alright, spoiler warning, neither one of us liked it. I like it better than Terrifier 2, so there you go. If you like Terrifier movies, you'll like this movie. It's a Terrifier movie. Packed theater.
If you like gore, I mean, we saw it opening day. Like, so
yeah.
Well,
but it was 4:15 on opening day. Like, it's an afternoon movie.
But kids around here didn't have school and stuff. Like, it's fall break or something like that.
Is that why there was 12-year-olds?
Yeah.
This is NC-17, but
What?
This is NC-17, by the way. So they have to have like guardians to get in. Very nice.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm on my mic too close. We walked in and the movie theater had to be 85 fucking degrees.
Hottest theater, yeah.
I'm not a hot guy.
To the point, I almost thought, I wonder if this is like in the contract for the theaters, because they want people to get sick, because they want that like, oh, people are leaving Terrifier 3. So I was like, I wonder if they try to heat you up to fuck you up. But it could just been they were, the air conditioner was on the fritz or whatever.
To be fair, 30 minutes in, 2 people left, and I was jealous.
Yeah, well, 30 minutes in, the 2 people had maybe seen a combined 2 minutes of the movie. Like, one of them was gone the entire beginning, and then the other one left, and then the other one just got up and left. And I was like, okay.
But anyway, spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning. The first hour of this movie doesn't need to exist. The first 15 minutes is like a cold open with Art coming in dressed as Santa and murdering this house. I feel like that was a thing too. There's a lot of kid murder in this movie.
Yeah.
Which I feel like that was kind of their way of being like, all right, how are we going to outdo ourselves? Let's kill a bunch of kids. Yeah. So you don't see it, like you don't see him chopping up the kid, the little boy, but then you see like his pieces later, like his mom finds him. And same thing later, he blows up some kids in a mall, and you don't like, you just see the explosion, but then you see like pieces. So, but I kind of feel like when I saw that, is whenever you see a slasher like this, you're kind of supposed to root for the killer. Like, that's always the fun thing. And I feel like once you get to the point that the killer's killing kids, like, it's not as easy to root for them. You know what I mean? Like, Jason, like, you think Jason never killed. Jason would run into kids before and just kind of look at them. And, you know, he never kills a kid. Michael Myers in that Halloween 2018 movie kills that one, like, 15-year-old or whatever that was hunting with his dad.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, but I don't know. The kid thing was a weird feeling. And it's weird coming from me because I give bonus points to horror movies that kill kids. You know, when they kill a kid, I'm like, oh, okay. But this, it felt like where I was like, I don't think you should do that when you're supposed to be the fun gory movie. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but that's just how I felt when all the kid murders started happening. But yeah, the first 15 minutes has nothing to do with the rest of the movie. I kept expecting, like, okay, because then it shows you that, and then it cuts to 5 years prior, and it shows Art with his head cut off from the end of the second one. And eventually, you know, it gets to present day. And so I was like, okay, well, he's going to live, and then we'll see, like, him go back to that house or whatever, and it'll be like the beginning of the movie. But no, he never does. And then the end of the movie, he, like, leaves his Santa outfit behind. And I was like, when the fuck did the beginning of the movie happen? You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't piece together the timeline of events.
It's pretty fucked because they do this thing where they show Art killing all these people, and then they go 5 years earlier just to show him go to some house and sit in a chair.
Yeah, him and the lady Vicky, I think is her name, who she's the one from the first one that gets her face eaten. And then in the second one, she fucking, you know, she's around and she ends up being evil. But yeah, so I don't understand, like, was she possessed in the beginning? Because they go and she, like, slits her wrist in the bathtub, and then she's like possessed.
I don't know. She masturbates with a piece of glass.
She does masturbate with a piece of glass.
I was like, y'all are just trying to be cringe lords, or like, you know.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah. How was he was killing the dude in some way that I thought was funnier than the actual, like,
box cutter.
Oh, that's the guy. Yeah, he cuts him in half, or the face in half, and splits him.
See, you thought I wasn't paying attention.
You were, yeah. But yeah, and that's like a 10-minute scene of them walking around, and then he falls into like a hibernation. And later on in the movie, these two, like, movers cleaning out houses dudes or whatever. Yeah, they find Art and the girl, and they wake up and get murdered.
And to be honest with you, like, there was chances or opportunity there to do like a good jump scare, but they didn't. And like I said, I know it's a gore movie, not a jump scare movie, but they got me later on with the jump scare.
They got me. Mine was different than yours. Yours was the what was yours again?
When the dad hands her the painting.
That's right.
And the little girl grabs it, and it's like, what?
Yeah, and it has like crazy nightmare thing.
Which I don't. Maybe I just don't understand the fucking movie. But,
yeah. Mine. Yeah, go ahead.
Like, this is what I was trying to ask you during the movie, but I didn't want to be too rude because there was people like around us everywhere.
But I told Tyler, I'm pretty sure we're the only ones that did not enjoy the movie. Everyone I could see around it, smiles on their faces. A dude was like nodding his head when she starts getting like revenge and shit.
But they're talking about how their dad was abusive. and how
Yeah.
they have a history of mental problems and stuff like
Yeah.
this. So they did a couple flashbacks to the dad, and I kept waiting for it to see like the abuse or whatever.
In the first one, the dad's dead, and I don't remember if it was he killed himself. I think he might have like hurt some people. I think he might have killed some people, and then but there was something. Yeah, I don't remember exactly because I watched that movie one time years ago. But yeah, so that had always been a thing where they were like, your dad went crazy and murdered people, and he was obsessed with this Art the Clown dude, and now she's kind of in that same spot.
But anyways, the story's bullshit. The whole fucking thing's just ruined. Like, not ruined, but if you're watching Terrifier for the story, then fucking get a library card. Go read some books or something.
Like I said, the first hour is she was in a mental asylum or whatever, the survivor lady from the Terrifier 2, and now her aunt and uncle take her in, and she lives there with her cousin. And the first hour is them just like playing fucking house and like making cookies, and every now and then it would flash to Art doing some wacky kill. The best is he goes into a bar and Clint Howard's there, and we were pretty excited to see Clint Howard. Clint Howard's friend is dressed as Santa, and he's got these two hot chicks.
Famous too, wasn't he in Three from Hell?
Who?
The Santa.
I don't think so.
He was super famous. I don't think he was the warden.
No, he wasn't the warden.
Because the warden was a skinny guy, but he was someone in one of the Rob Zombie movies. He's famous. He's in a ton of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. He's always like a big character.
But he goes in and Clint Howard's sitting there next to his fucking Santa buddy that's got the two hot chicks on his lap. And they're like hitting on Santa and stuff, and flirting with him. And Clint Howard, very like dry, is being like, I'll fuck you. My wife's dead.
I have a chimney.
Yeah.
The dude's fucking great. Like, I don't understand why people weren't laughing.
Me and Tyler were, laughing our ass off at him. No one else found it funny, and then there's a part later on in the movie where a chick's talking about she doesn't want to fuck Art, and Art like, ugh, and the whole theater busted up, and Tyler, fucking venom in his voice, go, really, this is what these fuckers are laughing at? But yeah, and he hangs out with Clint Howard and them, and then what? He just busts out a gun, and he pisses on Santa's lap.
Yeah, he pisses on his lap.
Yeah, and then he shoots the one guy in the neck, shoots Clint Howard in the head. You don't even see it. He just shoots, and then it shows Clint Howard dead. And then Santa Claus, he has a can of liquid nitrogen that he freezes his legs and shit. Once again, all very long and drawn out. Camera's messed up again.
God damn it, Tom.
Listen, this is a test. Where are these camera shots?
It won't stay.
There you go. But yeah, and he kills them, and that's how he gets his Santa outfit. Kills the people in the bar. But legitimately, until they go to the mall, and the lady from Terrifier 2, sees Art the Clown walk in with like his Santa mask on, that's when the movie actually starts in my book. And the rest of the movie is just nothing. It's just people. It's this, the brother is at college, which is something very weird about the brother. He's in like 3 scenes in this movie, and then he dies just off screen. They just show his skull. And I was like, could they not get this fucking kid back for this movie? Like, did he see how much Terrifier 2 made, and he wanted like more money, and so they just cut him out? But he's at school, and I really liked his roommate, actually.
He was cool.
I thought he was like a cool dude. Like, he seemed pretty reasonable.
And in the movie aspect, he was like the only one who fought back.
Yeah.
Everyone else was like, oh!
Yeah.
And this guy was like, fuck my hand! And he was like,
yeah.
He was an alright guy. He kind of reminded me of the dude from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Fucking Sean Penn?
Yeah. I don't know his character's name.
Yeah.
Bucket or something? It was something.
Something, yeah, because they're always like,
skis or something.
Doyle rules, or I don't know, or something.
Anyways, yeah, that guy.
But yeah, I like the roommate, and the roommate's dating this chick who has a true crime podcast. And so for like an hour, it's just her talking about, I want to get this interview. Oh, I should interview your sister. And it just, none of it mattered. If the movie started off with the Christmas thing, and then did like the showing them going back to the place and going into their coma, and then waking up and going and like killing Clint Howard and getting the fucking Santa costume, and then you get like one scene of the lady coming to stay with her aunt, and you can make it like a 10-minute scene of like, oh, a lot of trauma and shit, phone's fucked up.
It's on a bridge. Hold on, see if I can. Oh, it does go that far. Try to show the water.
Now it's just me. Well, you can see it kind of. Oh.
Look at that, guys. Look at that.
Scenery.
Ooh, there might be dolphins out there.
There might be.
This phone's still fucking falling.
I know. Yeah,
anyway.
This is once I said, this is a test. Also, I think it'd be very, very entertaining. Just put it like that. There you go.
Right? Because it won't fall now.
But yeah.
Keep going.
What else fucking happens in this movie?
So here's the thing. Tom was just talking about it, and I wasn't paying attention because I was on my phone. They took two of the main characters and killed them off camera, and then showed Art killed two inconsequential characters.
Yeah.
Well, they were fucking in a shower, but
yeah,
they showed that kill on camera. Now the dad. Oh, we did spoiler, yeah.
Yeah.
The uncle or the dad, whatever you want to call him, seems like he died in a magnificent way.
Yeah.
The brother, same thing. Seemed like it was a great kill. Why they didn't show that and they showed the other ones, I don't know.
Yeah, like the brother's skull is just completely like out. Like it's been melted, and the dad's like split in two, and you just don't see it. But you get a 10-minute scene of him killing the people in the shower.
Yeah, well, I mean, I understand the brother because that was like the fake out.
The reveal.
So I get that, but like they still could have showed it and not. Anyway.
Yeah. Also, yeah. So he kills the people in the shower, and he's killing the dude. He's got a chainsaw, and the guy's crawling away on his stomach. And as a joke, I went, shove it up his butt, and then that's exactly how he kills him. He shoves it up his butt. He flips him over. He grinds up his cock. Which, I'm going to be honest, the cock kill in Maxine was better than just because it was so abrupt and it was just a ball. A ball smash. Yeah, and once again, this scene, it was just very, very long and it just kept going. There was one of my favorite moments was they kill the mom by the aunt, I guess. They have a glass tube and Art like hammers it down her throat, and then he just starts putting rats down the tube and he's like flaming them to make them crawl down into her, and then they cut her throat open and the rats come out. And so I leaned over to Tyler and said, oh, well, at least the rats are okay. And I looked back at the screen just in time to see Art the Clown start furiously stomping on all the rats. And I went, oh, no!
But that was like my least favorite kill because they take this glass tube and they shove it in the mom's mouth and they hammer it down. And she's obviously dead.
Yeah,
and they put the rats in, they put the torch to her, and then she stops moving, and then she's extra dead. And then you watch a minute as the lady slices her throat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who the fuck cares? She's dead.
Well, they did that whole thing, the lady in the shower. Like, the lady in the shower was clearly dead, and then you still get a shot or a scene of Art fucking, like, cutting her open in half or whatever.
Putting glasses on her and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of wanted her to survive, because she's always like, oh, I want to know someone who survived Art the Clown. So I thought it'd be like a ironic if now she's all fucked up. Yeah. And she was, talking about, it's been 5 years, can't she get over it? And the roommate is like, that's not how that works, But no, she just dies. And I'm like, oh, okay. They introduce a thing in this movie about, like, a demon that...
So that wasn't in a previous thing?
No. Well, the first one is just Art the Clown's killing people, and there's nothing really supernatural about it. And then the second one adds the whole angel fucking sword, and then this one adds the demon. That's also kind of one of my complaints is, like, I feel like you need to have something...
Is it super smoky?
Yeah, it's super smoky.
All right, sorry.
I feel like you need to have something to know what Art is. Like, I was thinking Jason, kid drowns, that's his thing. even Michael Myers, like, you don't know, all you know is he snapped one day, murdered his family. That's creepy. He's just a normal ass kid that just murders a kid. Freddy diddles some kids, gets lit on fire.
Supposedly. Allegedly.
Supposedly, yeah.
Pretty sure he did though.
Leatherface, I don't know. He's weird.
It's supposed to be an inbred family.
Yeah,
like,
you know.
Whatever.
But Art the Clown, there's nothing. And then in this movie, he's walking around like his head cut off, like just full on, just fucking monster dude. Like,
yeah, they say like he's a demon or pure evil, and he's sent here to help a demon come back to the land or something.
Yeah, so yeah,
It was very
weird.
Yeah.
I feel like there's always like a really cool movie hidden underneath this movie. There's one scene, it's the same thing when she grabs the piece of paper and she's having like the nightmares, is she has a scene where she's in fucking like hell or something, and there's like a Lord of the Rings Hellraiser monster that
I forgot all about that.
yeah, who's like hammering a sword, and he's being held by like this angel lady wearing a mask, and he's got like this metal fucking thing over his face. And I was like, holy shit, this looks
Pointy
real.
teeth, all kinds
Yeah,
of
I was
shit.
like, this
Yeah.
looks really cool. And then that's all you get. It was like, no, give me more of that shit instead of just the, you know, they use the Art the Clown like walking in and sitting next to a group of people gag like 9 times in this movie, of them just like looking at him and him fucking smiling. Yeah, they reuse stuff to death. And it's 2 hours fucking long. It doesn't need to be that long. There's a really cool movie I feel like trying to get out, but it's just weighed down with all. Also, they set up for the 4th one. They just randomly kill. So the lady gets tortured. They kill the aunt. Reveal that the brother's dead. They bust her hands up, but then she gets the sword, and I think the sword heals her, so her hands aren't fucked up anymore.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. Is dude like mallets her hands really well.
Yeah.
And it shows it. And then moments later, she has a sword, and she's
This
like,
is cool lighting.
fucking
We got the
Xena,
tail
Princess
lights
Warrior.
coming on.
So
Yeah, and so she gets the sword. She kills the Vicky pretty easily. Just stabs her and cuts her head off. And then Vicky melts the fucking floor and opens a pit to hell. And so the girl's cousin, who is like this, like, I don't know, 12-year-old girl, something like that, she falls and is hanging on the, above the pit from hell. And the girl has Art the Clown pinned with the sword, but she has to leave him to save her cousin. And so then to save her, she like grabs the blade of the sword and hands her the handle to try to pull her up, but cousin falls to hell. And so I immediately leaned over to Tyler and said, well, there's the 4th one. You got to get her back from hell now. And yeah, and the sword, I think the sword falls down with her. So in the 4th one, it's like, okay, she won't have her magic sword to,
which this fucking movie talks about a flaming sword, a flaming sword, a flaming sword. She gets the sword, no flames.
No flames. She doesn't get the angel wings that she had in the last one. It was just a normal ass looking sword. Yeah.
So shout out, best part of this movie.
And then her hand heals.
Yeah.
And me and you were like, what? You don't have the sword with you though?
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Best part of this movie was the trailer for Companion.
Companion.
Hot take.
Oh, the fucking who made that?
The guy.
The barbarian dude.
People,
Yeah, that was a cool one.
Pretty cool looking. I kind of dig it. Tom maybe not so much, but
Yeah.
I was super stoked. And then I had to watch Art for 2 hours.
Tom Savini was in this movie. He popped up for a scene. I said, that's Tom Savini, and got really excited. And Tyler went, who? And I tried to explain to him, and then I went, he's the guy from Dusk Till Dawn that has the dick gun. And Tyler went, oh, okay.
I don't know names.
I
knew Clint Howard.
Clint Howard, yeah.
Ron Howard, but.
There was a dude at the very end who's driving a bus, who he has where he's talking like, horror, I don't like all that. And so me and Tyler are pretty convinced that that's someone famous, and at the time we just don't know who the fuck that was.
So I'm gonna jump around here.
Okay.
So in the very beginning, there's a scene where the guy pretends to be Santa, comes in the house and everything, and he pulls an axe out of his Santa bag, and he goes and chops everyone up.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that was like to pay homage to the first, was it Silent Night, Deadly Night, or whatever that first slasher was?
Maybe.
Because he had an axe, right? And
Yeah.
He was like, and it like highlighted it, and it looked like a, not scene for scene, but it looked like a screen grab from that movie.
Well, also, yeah. Well, I mean, it's probably just because it's a Christmas song, but they are playing Silent Night, the song, you know, and so once again, it could just be that's a Christmas song.
Well, they also wrote their own song, and it was called like Terrifier Christmas.
Yeah,
and they played
Terrifier
it throughout
Christmas.
the whole fucking
Art
movie.
the clown, he's killing people. The body rises.
Shop, shop. I don't know if they say
Yeah,
shop,
something like that. Yeah. Also, this is a straight up Christmas movie, and it came out October 11th, which was very weird. Like, they could have given this like a November release. You know,
I could have sworn that Terrifier 2 was a Halloween movie that came out during Christmas.
I think so. I think we went near Christmas to see it.
So, like, I don't know if this is a thing. Like, this is a gimmick.
Yeah. Well, it's like, as it is in the theater now, like, it's not going to make it till December. Like, unless if it just keeps making money, because these movies make money, and our theater was packed. So, you know, this one clearly is, you know, they're planning on making money.
Do you think it's going to beat The Crow?
Oh, yeah.
You're like, yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I saw that Wild Robot movie had more money than Joker. And it was
Wild Robot.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
the animated movie that every time we go in there, we have to watch Lapita Nuika or whatever.
Oh yeah,
talk.
yeah, and the guy with the storyboards.
The Lion King and shit. Yeah, that movie.
See how much I paid attention.
Yeah. The one that jump scared me, I don't even remember, but someone like ran out of a dorm room and grabbed someone, and I remember that got me. But I don't remember what that was.
So I think I probably said this in the last one, but I'm gonna say it again.
Okay.
Is this main character lady dating the director or something?
I don't think so.
Because she is fucking god awful actress.
The main lady?
Yeah, Sienna.
Yeah. I thought she was fine. The fucking brother is awful.
Dude, that whole scene,
that was almost like
I
was like, I wonder if that's why he's not in it.
Like everybody, like the uncle was the only one I thought was genuine.
The uncle, by the way, sounds exactly like Devon Sawa, to the point that I was like, I'm convinced this role was meant for Devon Sawa and they just couldn't get him. Or like he had a conflicting schedule or something.
Here's the weird part where he's gonna go pick up fucking the brother.
Yeah.
And the lady's like, hey, you were right, I'm sorry. And he was like, we'll talk about it later. And he was like, call me if any. And that was it.
If any. Yeah, I was like, what the, finish your sentence,
He didn't say
fucker.
if anything or hey, anything happens, call me. He was just, call me if any.
If any, yeah.
And then he left out, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like a weird cut because it showed him like leave and close the
No,
door.
yeah, it's not like it just cut off. That he just stopped talking. We're crashing.
If we crash the first time this camera's up,
It'd be the last time this camera's up.
because it'd be dead.
I hate to break it to you, but if it keeps acting like this will be the last time.
I like it.
I like it too. It adds a lot. I like that you can see the lights of everything. But you know, we need it a little more sturdy. You know.
Well, I mean this.
Yeah.
Thing you have.
If
This mount seems expensive and nice.
it was like $30.
I think your phone is a little too
Maybe
long.
my phone's just heavy as
Maybe
fucking
that
long.
back part goes back. I mean, why are we talking about this?
Maybe it does go back. I didn't even think about that. Next time.
And like I think it's just weighted on that side.
Yeah.
So. But anyways, don't kill us.
I'm not killing you.
Don't art me, bro.
I'm gonna argue you.
Oh, guys,
Yeah.
very important part of this movie. Not
Okay.
really. I had to pee like 30 minutes going in,
Uh-huh.
and if I had went to the bathroom, I wouldn't have came back. I would have just played arcade games
Yeah.
and probably spent like $40. But anyways, I peed for like 3 minutes
Yeah, he did.
after this movie. It's a new personal record. I challenge all y'all to beat it. Okay, so
There you go.
we had everything:
Gore, piss,
ass chops.
ass chops, dick chops. No shit. I feel like there was shit in the second one. I'm stopping.
Tom's giving me. I know why your mom acts the way she does now.
Listen, I was stopping.
I got you.
I got you.
I got you. Just hold on.
Anytime we go like on our adventures and shit, I keep thinking of that scene from Always Sunny where they get the Land Rover back and everyone like hops in the car. They're like all in trouble, and then it's like, it's okay. You're in the you're in the Land Rover now.
But anyways, final thoughts on this movie.
Better than Terrifier 2.
Okay.
Make the next one shorter.
All right. Would you say Terrifier 1 still beats it? It's still number one?
Terrifier 1's still my favorite.
Okay.
It's simpler. It's not fucking 2 hours long, and the kills don't take.
Like Joe Biden.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe it was. And the kills don't take 10 minutes to finish them. Like, you can do cool kills without making them last forever. So yeah, that would be my final thoughts. I can't wait to see Terrifier 4 when we go to hell to get the chick back. I don't know her name. I keep wanting to say Sissy, but the main lady's name is like Cecine or something, right? Sienna, yeah.
The main girl is Gabrielle,
yeah. Gabby.
Anyway.
Sienna. Yeah.
So, up to this point, and I don't know because I'm dumb.
Mm-hmm.
What has been your favorite horror movie of the year so far?
That
we've seen
year.
in theaters, not like random shit we watched.
That we've seen in the theaters.
Yeah. Okay, so Speak No Evil is probably still my number one.
Speak No Evil is probably my favorite.
But like, I just didn't know this outed it, or I mean,
no.
Long Legs was pretty good.
Like I like Alien better than Long Legs. Yeah, Speak No Evil is I feel like is my favorite that we've seen.
Is there anything coming
it's a
out
toss
that
up.
might top it?
Now, if you want to do all movies, it's a toss up between Speak No Evil and Furiosa, whether or not I like those ones better. But as for horror, yeah, Speak No Evil. Anything coming up, Nosferatu.
Do you think it might? What, the Hugh Grant film?
The Hugh Grant film.
It's not Eulogy. What is it? It's,
Heretic.
Heretic, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Nosferatu, which that doesn't come out till December.
What about the A24 flick where the girl gets cancer?
What's that?
It's not really a horror flick. With Florence Pugh.
Oh, fucking
and,
We Live in a Time or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'll pass.
It's an A24 flick. We gotta go. Anyway.
That's not true.
We can hold hands. Oh, I like how we're shrouded in darkness.
Yeah, it's creepy now.
It's like y'all are getting older with us.
But Nosferatu, Heretic doesn't come out till November 15th, so we got a little bit until that. Yeah, and then, I don't know, I'm sure there's something else. We went and saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre last week for the 50th anniversary on the screen, and it fucking ruled. That was great.
Podcast for that?
What?
Yeah, we did.
No. We were going to, but then we were like, well, the podcast might just be us talking about, hey, that was cool, right? So
yeah, you're right.
We didn't.
We did talk about the movie all the way home, though.
We did talk about it all the way home. Totally could have made an episode for.
We're talking about the sign, the best part.
But if you wanted to listen to our original episode on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you can go find it somewhere. Maybe I'll even link it.
That was much younger me, not jaded, like still had joy in his life. Now, though, I'm just like a fucking critic.
Dude, yeah. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, though, seeing it in the theater, it was probably my favorite time ever watching that movie. I told Tyler that when we left it. Also, we were pretty sure that we were watching like a director's cut. There was shit happening that we were like, I don't fucking remember this at all. There was a dude washing windows. Like, there was a whole bunch of weird shit.
There was a drug guy at a graveyard who was like, yeah, I'll see him.
Yeah, we were like, is this how this movie always was? But anyway, yeah, that's Terrifier 2. Or wait, Terrifier 3. I'm sure as much as it pains us in 2 years, whenever fucking Terrifier 4 comes out, we'll probably watch that, but
I'm literally hoping I'm dead before that happens.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to take the steps to make that happen.
Yeah.
So.
I am willing to kill myself.
I'm not allowed to say that.
I just said it. What are they going to do? Oh, no!
Yeah. They're going to listen to an hour and a half of us.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, we got him.
Yeah.
But
Anyways, links to the gaming channel that Tyler mentioned in the description. Links to our Letterboxd account.
My soon-to-be channel that I'm going to make that I haven't in 6 months.
That's right, that channel.
Maybe someday we'll find out where this road goes.
Maybe. I'll link if I remember, I'll link Texas Chainsaw Massacre if you want to listen to that. I'll link the Terrifier 2 and Terrifier podcast too. Why not? Fuck it. Let's get crazy. But besides that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the view. And we'll see you for whatever we do next, whether it's one of these or a real episode.
We keep trying to do real episodes, but someone keeps flaking and is really bad with watching. And I don't want to say any names because I think people should protect their, privacy. It's me, guys.
Yeah.
It's 100% me. I've had a rough time.
I think I'm up to 2 movies now that I've watched, and and then I'm like, oh, those aren't gonna happen.
The last one I tried to watch, does that count for anything?
I guess counts for something. Anyway. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Appreciate it.
Bye.